How many scholarships should you submit to graduate debt-free, or if your plan is to graduate with little to no debt? Stay tuned. I'm going to answer that question in this video. What's going on, beautiful people? My name is Danielle Jeffers. I'm the founder of Doe 4 Degrees LLC. Doe 4 Degrees is a scholarship coaching company where we teach students how to earn scholarships to go to college and graduate debt-free. I graduated debt-free from Virginia Tech in May of this year, 2019, having earned more than $200,000 in scholarships. Now, I often am asked the question, how many scholarships should I submit? Well, the answer varies because some students have a great scholarship need, which means they need a lot of scholarships to go to college and graduate debt-free, and other students have a lower scholarship need. But let me give you a system with principles to help you succeed. And what I want to remind you is that when I give you principles are things you can take and apply to different situations, no matter what the situation may be. And so there are 2 principles for scholarship success that help answer this question. Let's dig into them. The first one is commitment over everything. The number one reason why you will succeed or fail in anything that you do is whether you commit or you don't. Commitment allows you to remember that I committed to this process. I committed to everything related to my success, or everything involved with me applying for scholarships, no matter what party is going on, no matter what holiday is around the corner, no matter what extravaganza is happening in your family or your friend circle, what have you, your commitment has to come first. It goes in line with priorities. And so when you commit to something, that stands above your feelings, no matter how you feel. I applied for scholarships when I was sick. I applied for scholarships when I lost hope. I applied for scholarships when there was no signs that I would win. Commitment, pushing through. And this is the second principle. Perseverance always wins. Perseverance is pushing through even when you don't know whether something will work or not. But if you quit, you lose. And so the only way to know whether you'll succeed is to persevere and push through. So now that you know the 2 principles for scholarship success that help answer this question, let's look at how many scholarships should you submit. Well, there are 3 steps you need to take to identify basically how many scholarships you'll submit. First, you need to identify your scholarship need, the amount of money you'll need in scholarships to go to college and graduate debt-free. How do you identify your scholarship need? Well, we created a series called Quick Steps to Graduate Debt-Free. There's 3 videos to help you understand what you need to do to graduate debt-free. And I believe it's the 3rd video in that series that helps you identify your scholarship need. It gives you a formula, so you want to check out that. The second thing is to determine how much time you can commit to scholarships each week. Once again, commitment. Commitment is doing what you said you would do in the moment, long after the initial feelings you had have left. I'll say it again. Commitment is doing what you said you would do, long after the initial feelings you had in that moment have left. So when I committed to earning scholarships to go to college and graduate debt-free as a junior in high school, I was excited about it. And then when I really started on my journey during the fall of 2014, I didn't win any scholarships for a long amount of time. And I said, is this process worth it? So I said, you know what? I think I'm done. I called my aunt in Philly. She said, no, you're going to cry your tears out for a week and then you're going to get back to work. I went back to work from January to May of 2015, the last 5 months of my senior year in high school, and I won more than $100,000 in scholarships in 5 months. The only reason that happened was because I committed to the process, and I still didn't have enough money to graduate from college debt-free, so I had to keep applying for scholarships while I was at Virginia Tech. So once again, determine how much time you can commit to scholarships each week. Now, when I applied for scholarships in high school, it became almost as if like a full-time job for me. Some weeks I was putting in 40 hours a week. That means I was getting up really early, 5 a.m., going to sleep at midnight. And I was doing school and other things like that throughout the day as well. When I got to college, things shifted. I was maybe putting in 15, 10, 20 hours, just depended on how many scholarships I needed that semester. And that fluctuated as well. See, what you want to do is take the time to look at your priorities, your schedule, your calendar, and see how much time you can devote to scholarships each week. And whatever that amount of time is, commit to that every week, day in and day out. It's almost like playing a sport or playing an instrument. You have designated practice times, you have game times, you have meetings with your team in between. That's all a part of your commitment to play that sport or to play that instrument. The same thing comes with the scholarship process. Commit to watching Doe 4 Degrees YouTube videos that will help you. Commit to studying how we teach students how to win scholarships. Commit to applying for the scholarships. All those things within that designated amount of time you've devoted each week. Okay, so the third tip to identify how many scholarships you should submit is once you know how much time you're going to commit to the scholarship process, now commit to submitting blank number of scholarships each week. How many scholarships can you submit each week if you're only devoting 10 hours per week? Well, 5 is a great number of scholarships to submit each week. We suggest, and this is something we mentioned within our Quick Steps to Graduate Debt-Free series, finding 5 scholarships every day. And if you're finding 5 scholarships every day, by the end of the week, you'll have found 35 scholarships. But if you're submitting 5 scholarships each week within the amount of time you're devoting to the scholarship process, you will always have an abundance of opportunities left over to apply for. And so those are things you can apply for maybe the next year if they're available, if you're eligible to apply for them. Different things like that. And so you want to know how many scholarships you're going to submit each week no matter what's going on in life. The number I applied for in high school, I think I did about 3 per week, but that fluctuated. My commitment was interrupted sometimes by family obligation and things like that, but I stuck through. And when I fell back and I didn't submit the amount I needed to submit, I tried to double up the following week. So 5 is great, 3 is okay, and 1 is poor. If you're only submitting 1 scholarship per week, that's not enough, because scholarships are a numbers game. You will only get what you put in, and so you're not guaranteed to win every scholarship. So you're going to need to submit an abundance of scholarships to increase your chances of winning more money. I only won, I think it was between 30 to 35% of the scholarships I applied for throughout my entire journey to a debt-free degree. And it took me 5 years to graduate debt-free. That includes the year I spent in high school as well as the 4 years I was in college applying for scholarships. And so if I only won 30 to 35% of the scholarships I applied for, mind you, I applied for at least 120 different scholarships over that 5-year period. You're going to want to commit to the process in time and also the amount of scholarships you're going to submit each week. Don't forget to subscribe to Dough for Degrees YouTube channel for additional content to help you succeed through and with the scholarship process. And also check out our website at dough4degrees.com. That's DOUGH, the number 4 degrees with an S.com for additional content, products, and services to help you earn scholarships to go to college and graduate debt-free. My name is Danielle Jeffers, and I'll see you in the next video.